This episode is being recorded out of Shop Talk Podcast Studio in Oak Park, Michigan. For more information, visit shoptalkpodcaststudio.com.
Over West Side, everybody know everybody, right? I got nothing but love in my heart for West Side niggas, nothing but love.
Live from Detroit, live from Detroit,
Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on their mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, aka the tinfoil hat titan, aka the conspiracy realist, aka the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, aka I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, cause all the hoes say J.U. Ice. Young Caesar, cause you know you can't roam without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark cause they couldn't find another animal just like me. AKA the West Side T'Challa, the new leader of Wakanda. Don't debate me, debate your mama. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? And it's your man Dame, 3_313. The West Side Landlord, the Pride of PA. High Chief Dame, don't fuck around. The liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite Dame. And the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you're speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you're not saying it right. Let's go.
Welcome back, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 299
on you hoes. So I got a request from people that I'm gonna ask them to do for episode 300.
Cool. Let's introduce our guest first, man.
You know what? I want to give this guest my own personal intro, and then I heard he bought intros with him. Okay. This guest right here is absolutely my best friend in life. I met this nigga when I was 7 years old. I still remember the day. I was outside. I had a rim on my house. I had a rim on a garage in my house. I'm not a hooper by any stretch of the imagination.
I understand.
I cannot hoop. But I had a rim on the outside of my house, and for one particular reason, I was outside throwing up baskets. I see some dark-skinned nigga walk up the street who appears to be my age or somewhere around my age.
This the person?
That's the person. Nigga asked me the dumbest question in the world. He said, "Hey, man, you playing basketball?" Because I'm outside shooting hoops. We started playing basketball, and ever since, we probably, because I moved first, but before I moved, we probably spent every day together at some extension of the day, you know, with each other or at each other's houses. He is my best friend in the world, my best man when I got married, the godfather of my children, my homeboy. God couldn't make us closer, you know. I always joke about there's like 6-7 niggas that I call my brothers because I always wish coming up that I had brothers, but God knew he was going to give me these niggas, so he never gave me a biological brother. I just got my sister I love to death, but these niggas are my brothers. He is one of them. It's my homeboy, Rich McKeithen.
Yeah, that's an intro.
I don't think I need to do my intro.
No, that's a lot of pressure. Now you got a lot of
pressure. This my man's. This my co-defendant. He was at the bachelor party from hell because he was a key part of that story.
He was the shooter.
He's a key part of that story. That's my guy.
Man, Rich Game 313, aka Big Mac, aka Mac Sauce, aka Richie Rich, aka originator from Rosedale, the king of not breaking promises, the king of everything and above, aka Richie.
Captain fucking Planet.
aka Richie.
Come on, you gave me one this week. Your mama's favorite what?
aka Richie, the originator from Rosedale. All the children love Rich, but I'm your mama's favorite dick.
Yeah. My guy. 300 episodes, 6 years in the making. You finally brought your ass here.
Hey, man, I don't live here, man. It's hard. It's hard. And, you know.
Last time I seen you drove here for
For my pops passed.
Yeah, but you came in town.
You got to speak into the front of the mic, or we ain't gonna catch you.
Yeah, but in the same situation, I'm back for.
Why you think you dark skinned though? We the same complexion,
bro?
I mean, anybody darker than me is essentially dark skinned. That's just how.
You just made me want to buy a new Apple Watch.
Really?
Like literally?
Is that the new one?
No, it's not.
No.
What version of that?
I couldn't tell you, Jay.
Man, but it looked crispier than mine.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Because this is like a series. This 4, 5, 4.
Yours might be newer than mine. What happened is
This is a series 4, I think.
You broke it or something, didn't you?
No, the battery just like start draining like that on its own, like whatever. So my wife sent it out, and instead of them fixing it or putting a new battery in it, they just gave me a new one.
Yeah, I think that's matter of fact, I think that is one of the newer, even though the design look damn near the same.
Yeah.
Because the I can tell that the font is very more high definition than mine. And
well, it's been sitting in the box. I just actually like took it out tonight or yesterday to come here.
Yeah, it look crispy, man.
I appreciate that.
I feel like
I appreciate your wife for looking out for you. That's what a wife is supposed to do.
I will go on because we on air, but not even if we went on air. If we was just talking, like my wife is the greatest. I am not going. I can't shit on her.
Yeah,
man. No way.
You kissed a lot of frogs. You kissed a lot of frogs.
I've had my fair share of women, but I got
if your wife tuning in, this is not the direction we want the pod to go.
First of all, she knows our friendship. She knows who is.
Yeah, man. She know what it is.
She know who the hoe.
She know what it is. She know what it is.
But anywho, man, how was your week, my brother?
Week was good, man. So couple funny things happened this week. I got a facial this week. Yeah, not that. Here, let me in a professional salon setting by a beautiful woman.
Okay,
gave me a facial.
Went to an esthetician.
Yeah. This I've never got one professionally.
Yeah,
it was an experience, my nigga. It was a fuck. You know who Chantel did it?
Yeah,
she was on our podcast once with her and
that's my sis.
Her and her friend Natalie. They did our podcast long time ago.
Chantel, good people.
Yeah. No, Chantel.
Yeah,
good people.
Michigan State. Yeah, that whole connection.
Yeah.
So she hooked me up. I felt
actually we got some business to do with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down with it.
Look, I think men, especially like women, do it. They know it. They up on it more. But men definitely need to get more into things of that nature, taking care of themselves, taking care of their health, facials, massages. Like I think that shit should be done every 3 months.
I fuck with massages, but the reason why I got a facial is real vain because light skinned niggas don't really age well. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
I don't see many old light skinned people.
I mean,
think about all the old people you know. I don't see tall people.
Uncle Abe,
and I don't see like a lot.
So that's my litmus test because my uncle is not aging. You know, now there's other factors. You know that you know about. Uncle? Shit, my dad he got to be closer to 70. Yeah, he got to be closer to 70. I want to say like 67, 68. So he on the other side of things. But my uncle, like that's my guy. He has some other shit going on, but like just in terms of light skinned niggas, like, you know, I can see the age on them. And I just want to be handsome until the day that I die. Because, you know, if you see me out with a woman, it's her pleasure. It's her treat. You know what I'm saying? She's the one who should feel fortunate. And in order for me to continue to give them that feeling, I got to keep myself up. You know, I'm not going to the gym. You know, so my face is my selling point. You know what I'm saying? My face, my hands. Because I get manicures. I don't do hard work. If for anybody that like, I'm not digging ditches. I'm not putting shit together.
You don't do manly shit.
I don't do manual labor. That's not how I choose to live my life. I don't do manual labor.
Oh man.
I don't like calluses and like my hands are soft.
You don't do widgets and gadgets like me, huh?
No, I don't work. I can't work in a plant. I can't be on my feet all day. Like if I can't sit in front of a computer and tell people what to do, it's probably not the job for me. So, you know, I got my facial on. Chantel got me looking right. I felt glorious when I left up out of there. And the atmosphere just in the salon is just different. Beautiful women around, serene music, you know, it's a vibe. And then so something got back to me this week. You know what? I'm not going to talk about it.
Sure? Because I want to know.
Now I'm not. You know, people say things about me.
Yeah.
Most of them are not true. because I'm a great person. I'm a stellar individual. I don't want to throw it out there.
You know,
but,
the best.
But I heard some misrepresented information about myself.
You know, the best place to hide the lies in between two truths. You know what I'm saying? Should be getting back to myself as well. And like I can see why somebody would believe this but you know, it never happened. Like, it's just not true. But I understand the cleverness, how people slide shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Well, you know, Dame is wild, right? This what he did. Look at this story he did on the podcast. See, it looked like it's similar, but I didn't do that shit.
I'm a good person in the heart. I'm a good person.
Yeah,
deep down, the Lord knows my heart.
Mm-hmm.
As long as my kids love me, I don't give a fuck.
Man, this brought up. Did we talk about this on the pod? Yeah, I think we did. Like when people say I'm a good person, like why are you a good person though? Not like what actions or what deeds you do, but like why are you a good? Like I don't know. Why are people good people?
I don't know. I think that's like just
it's like self-serving.
Yeah, that's just like an answer that nobody be like, man, I'm a shitbag motherfucker. Like nobody introduces themselves in that way. That's like when you ask like a woman, like, why do you think you'd be a good wife? Because I'm nice. Because I'm a good woman. Like, well, what the fuck make you a good woman for me to make you a?
But it's shit bad people out here, right?
Yeah.
So at some point in time, motherfuckers just got to start being honest with themselves. And I think that's more of a thing to it. A lot of people lie to themselves. You know,
everybody lies to themselves
about something, right? Yeah. Whatever their insecurities are or whatever. So they hype themselves up to be more than what they are, right? So that's just, I don't know, man. That's a.
When I say, why are you a good person? I don't mean like, do you have enough good deeds to qualify? I'm saying is what makes you want to be a good person. I think the same thing that make people want to be a good person is the same thing that make shitbag people be a shitbag. It's their own personal pleasure. Like if I get enjoyment from people thinking I'm good, you know what I'm saying? You may not be that good. But you help the old lady with the door. You get some sort of feedback, some endorphin or some shit. Make you feel good like, yo, I want to be a great husband to my wife because I've always wanted to be looked at as a great husband. So I'm doing shit really for the satisfaction of myself. But when I please you, I know what you think about me, which is the reason I wanted to be looked that way. So am I doing it for you or I'm doing it for my own?
You know, and I want to be careful about like talking about like being good, because you've seen those memes float around like lately, like women be talking about like niggas in podcasts, like that be they they stick.
I see suck my dick with all that shit. Okay, I mean I don't think we'd be up here spreading no toxic shit. I seen something today said men starting a podcast is like women starting the OnlyFans and shit like that, and like yo niggas would like yo listen, hate to say it like this, but I'm your father. These podcasts didn't even exist when we started. It don't count.
Say it louder. Say it louder.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
We birthed you niggas.
I mean, it's the motherfucking thanks. We started this gangster shit. I mean, we didn't start podcasting, but you know what I'm saying.
How many children have we given birth to out of this studio?
I'm just saying in general.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel the band revving the fuck up.
But nationally, like in 2016, urban podcast wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't a thing.
Facts.
Not saying that we specifically created it. You know, half this shit tongue in cheek, but like, you know, we was in before the wave, so I can't agree. But I mean, you got a podcast that you just up here talking shit.
But I'll be honest, if I feel like spitting out some toxic shit, I fucking will. Because I can. What the fuck is this thing that your phone is sitting on? Is that a charger?
It's a stand as well as a charger.
Oh, okay. So I was like, and it's like, it's not like, it's
bulky, bro.
Yeah, it's bulky as shit.
Yeah, you know, I always got like a little bit of, what you call this shit? Them little magnetic chargers and shit. But this shit bulky, but this shit will last for days. You ain't got to go home. And it's, you know, a little stand.
All right.
But when niggas want to go live or if I want to record some shit, my phone not gonna die because it got the little screw joint for the pot.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Technology snob ass nigga.
Yeah, you feel me.
Technology snob ass nigga.
For a nigga that don't
Jason
answer,
got all the gadgets.
Man, for a nigga that don't never answer the phone, I be having my phone is somewhere nearby charge, but I just don't answer.
I don't see why it takes you so long to text back.
I be busy, dog.
You work from home just like I do.
I be busy, dog. And because I got like devices everywhere, I don't necessarily have my phone in my hand at home because I could be on my laptop. I
But
could
you're
be
not
on
working.
my iPad. Or,
You kind of transitioning into
I'm out here
being back with the regular folk.
I'm out here doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? But
that feel?
I just be
How that feel? Transitioning back into the work when you've been at home working.
well, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So
I just want to know because
But it's interesting.
I haven't had that luxury. I've been in the plant my whole life. I run a plant, so it's I have to be there.
Yeah.
I don't have that luxury to work from home.
Widgets and Waterworks.
Yeah, man. You know,
What?
I got something new coming too. So
Oh.
No, it's just a joke, Dad.
you know, I worked in the automotive field for 20 years. So he said I make widgets. That's always been his thing.
Widgets.
Is I make widgets.
I thought you said bridges and waterworks.
No, widgets.
Widgets.
Widgets, seesaws, shit like that. That's what niggas do on plants. Do you drink on the job at your plant? Or is that like frowned upon?
You probably should answer that.
No, so like my homegirl worked at JNAP.
Okay, so
My
look,
homegirl
look,
worked
look.
at JNAP,
Look.
and they be drinking every shift.
Let me address this shit, bro. Let me address this shit. And the UAW can kiss my ass because I ain't in it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm above it.
There's
But
a podcast that records out of here that does a podcast about the UAW.
I like the UAW. I fuck with them heavy. But this is the thing, bro. When you got JNAP, you got your Chrysler plants, your Ford plants, your General Motors plants, even the smaller plants, Lear's, Dakotas, Johnson & Johnson's, Bridgewater, Flexingate. Bro, that shit is high school all over again.
Fact.
Plant life, right? Plant life is high school all over again. And you got the plant was the first place I was in and introduced into criminal activity, like for real, like on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? The weed man in there, the coke man in there. It might be a nigga in there selling socks and barrettes, bro. Anything you want to buy at work, you can get it. You got a sweet tooth, there's somebody in there baking, there's somebody in there selling dinners and making plates.
Shit, we heard stories off mic last week.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. So like the drinking and stuff, yeah, that come with the whole territory, everything else you can get in there. This is the stuff people do on a daily basis to get through work. Just don't get caught. You know what I'm
also
saying?
the reason why there's so many recalls.
You know what, bro?
When somebody fucks something up, like, this is my first day on the job, right?
So it's in every plant on that line, it's things that happen, right? It'd be a faulty thing. There's a rework area or area where that car get pulled off to the side and they go back through it to make sure it don't get off because the car has to pass a certain amount of tests to make sure it's functioning, whether the seat ain't moving right, whatever, right? So that ain't why the recalls happen, in my opinion, honest opinion. Now, I'm getting ready to go independent so I can talk about this shit. The real reason why recalls happen is because American greed. I want to speed the process up.
Facts.
So I'm going to speed the process up, but I might not man that area up in a certain way like it need to be. Or I might not put the extra check in that I should be. But I need 300 cars off this line in 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Because I got a fiduciary responsibility to my stockholders. We promised this particular.
And everything's about the stockholder, right? And I think that's part of the problem. Like the prominent stockholders don't drive Fords. You know what I'm saying? I'm not driving a fucking Ford if I'm a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being honest with you.
But I might buy them for my.
Oh yeah, my grandkids might have.
I'm talking about for my businesses, my truckers, and all that shit.
Yeah, I definitely do that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So the reality of it is, bro, you gotta. It's balance, bro. The workers got to remember that it's a business, but the company got to remember
these are people.
They got people, right? It's a balance, man. So the
UAW, that's any company, really,
and it really is. But the UAW and the big three I speak on, they try to make this balance, and sometimes they get their wires crossed and they be on the same page with the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? So don't be a even balance.
I got you.
I forgot the point I was about to make. So
my bad, bro.
No,
my bad.
Don't drink on the job.
It happens, bro. But not where I'm at, bro. I'm not my position, especially.
I always joke like niggas that smoke weed, like we can't never get into an accident on the job. Like nigga, if I cut my hand on something, nigga, I'm just gonna bleed out.
I have fired.
I can't.
Many dudes, good people too. And it's not because they were high at the time. They did something stupid, but now you got to go drop though, and I can't control that.
Nigga, I jumped on the high-low at work.
And you should have been fired instantly.
I never drove a high-low. I hit the refrigeration unit. I caused $35,000 worth of damage in about 3 minutes. Our GM came looking for me like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, looks simple enough to drive. And when he showed me, like he gave me grace and didn't make me drop. Because if he'd have made me drop, granted, I wasn't high at the moment. I was probably just high off life. But I wasn't high at the moment. If that nigga would have made me drop, I would have been unemployed.
You gotta have one of them before you start doing that type of stuff, bro.
Let me ask y'all. Well, let me ask you.
I don't need no certification, nigga. Just it's like a car.
Do y'all think
It's not.
that the marijuana shit should be lifted?
Yes. Yeah. And coke.
Like no.
I'm dead serious. Marijuana, cocaine, and heroin shouldn't be
for your job. Like, so, because once you give a nigga a foot, he gonna take a mile.
I don't know about that heroin one, bro.
I don't want you high at work, though.
Bro. The dope man fiendling is a real thing. I've seen it on the line at work, and I've seen people get hurt.
Like,
seriously,
the reason I don't want you
that's a
high,
liability. That's a liability for me because now.
Okay, so maybe I don't come to work high, but I shouldn't have to take a 5-panel drug test.
Well, what I'm saying is, once you give a nigga a foot, he gonna take a mile, right?
Facts.
So, like, once that's not a thing, and something does happen at work, and we send you to get drug tested, I'm not sure the test gonna be like, oh, he smoked this morning.
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah,
that was from last night. Like, how do you tell? I can't.
Facts.
I can't determine when you were high when you do this. So, like, the company gonna be liable, of course. But, like, I don't know if I want you high. Not because I think drugs is like inherently bad or something like shit. But y'all swear that y'all smoking the strongest shit in the world is gonna have you fucked up. I don't need you fucked up at work.
I just feel like, so my last job before where I'm at currently, they didn't give us no drug tests. And I felt like due to the culture of the job, like they just turned a blind eye to that shit. If they want you working 12, 14 hours a day, whatever the fuck you got to do to work 12, 14 hours a day, they ain't asking no questions. It was people there literally working 18 hours a day. Yeah, we got slushy machines and snacks around that bitch. But like, nigga, a motherfucker doing more. I'm doing more than drinking 3 slushies a day in order to work 18 hours. And
that's corporate greed.
Look, it's a give and take though. You want me here 18 hours, nigga. You don't need to be asking me.
Weed ain't about to make you work longer.
No, I'm not saying weed, but like niggas was definitely doing cocaine and heroin. Like I
don't need you
it was a joke about niggas riding the slopes in order to make it through their 18-hour shift. Like, and nobody gave a fuck about it.
Yeah, didn't nobody give a fuck till somebody got hurt. That's the thing.
I'm not getting hurt in front of a computer.
Says who? Niggas get fucked up at work every day.
Yeah, if you
and then it's gonna be like, I'm suing them niggas. I got hurt at work.
All right, so check it out. So just what you just did, right? You hopped on a forklift.
High.
I was sober as the button when I got on the forklift.
Okay, so now think about that. That same experience. You were sober and that happened. Somebody high do that. Now other people get hurt. You just damage some equipment. Somebody get hurt, lose a leg, lose an arm.
They're alive though, right?
No, some people die, get hit by forklifts and die. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, bro. It's not that. I don't want you high, especially in that type of atmosphere. Like that's not a good thing, bro.
You're responsible.
Like we say that shit because we be wanting to indulge our own pleasures, but as soon as you go to a business or something don't go right, it's like, y'all niggas you shouldn't have this job. Like a nigga was high. That nigga, you didn't get a phone call back because the nigga that was supposed to was like, man, fuck that shit. Nigga had no worries while he was blazing up. My bad, I forgot to call you and tell you your package was here, and with some medical shit in the package, and now I don't know. So it's one of those things. Maybe it's like a job by job thing where like, some people don't drug test. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just don't know. Cause like now you can't work here because I don't know, man. I just don't know what the right answer is.
Look, man, I worked in a pharmacy environment, and the stress of the random drug test was enough to make me want to quit that bitch. Like,
I mean, you was dealing with some
I was dealing with medicine.
Shit.
I was dealing with medicine.
And when something didn't go right, somebody dies.
They could, yes.
So like, no, I need you. I need you to have all your faculties.
You need to be in your A game for that type of stuff, bro.
Because like, if you package the wrong pills and send them to my grandma, and my grandma takes these pills and die. And it was a simple mistake. Yeah, but you was high though, my nigga. You was sniffing coke. Like, nah.
And I think that's the other thing too. A lot of people, when they do these things at work, they don't look at the long-term effect on how it don't just affect them.
Not ever.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't, like you said, you in your self-indulgent moments.
Yeah.
That's all you good.
And so the reason I say like I'm conflicted because I don't necessarily think that any of these drugs, well, I don't think none of these things should be like criminalized.
I agree.
And I think it should be open. You want to use it. But however, to function in society, somebody may ask you to not come in here on.
So this is the other part of it, and I'm just gonna tell my own personal story time with Dame. When I worked at the pharmacy, one day I came in to work late because that's what real niggas do. I don't clock in to no punk ass time clock, so I'm supposed to be there at 9:15.
That's what lazy niggas do.
I don't give a fuck. I stroll in 9:20, 9:30, and I see HR hanging out around my desk. I ain't think nothing of it. I just think because me and the HR girl was cool. You know, sometimes she just come talk to. She was black. She was cool. I see the HR girl hanging around my desk. Hey, what's up? She said, hey, what's good? She like, you just getting here? I'm like, you all in my business. She was like, let me log on. I can do whatever to help you out. She's like, great, because that's why I'm here. I just want you to log on and check your email for me. I'm not thinking of it, none the wiser. I checked the email, this random drug test day. My heart dropped down in my asshole because I know I smoked last night. So I know I'm dirty. She's like, it's random drug test day. So we had like 2 sets of bathrooms. There was one just on the regular floor for everybody to use, and there's a bathroom in the back near where HR is at. The drug tests go down at the HR bathroom. She's like, you've been notified. Don't leave the building. And when you get settled, come down and take your drug test. I was thinking on my feet. I was like, look, Britt, I left my phone charger out in my car. I just need to run out to the parking lot real quick and grab my phone charger. She's like, Damon, there's cameras all around the building. Do not leave. Don't leave the building. Nigga, I got in my car, I left the building, and I went, there was like a smoke shop up the street. I was like, if I take the back way out, then the camera's not going to catch me because, I was like a supervisor there, so I know where the camera line is. It's not going to catch me if I go out the back way. Now, it's going to take longer.
What's at the smoke shop?
You can get like monkey pee. You can get Ready Clean, shit to make your
I don't know. I mean, I'm not smart. I have no idea. So
yeah, shit.
You're informing me right now.
Yeah, shit to make your urine clean. So I got this shit called, you get a Wizinator. So I got some shit that, it's pee in a pouch. And it come with a heater on it. So you just pull the tab on it and it automatically heats.
I'm ignorant. Does pee expire?
I don't know.
Because like this seems like some shit I would just keep in the car.
But it needs to be body temp.
I heat the shit up, but like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in a random job, I'm like, all right, well, give me Well,
I wasn't, I've been at the job like damn near 4 years, ain't never got piss tested. I'm thinking, fuck it, I'm all right. But, now today is the day. So it's got a little tab on it. You peel the tab, it heat up the pee. So now I'm ready. So now I take the drive back and she was like, you've been gone. She was like, you didn't come down here quickly. She's like, are you sure you didn't leave the building? She's like, don't lie to me. But bitch, I'm going to lie to the end. And unless you pull up and even if you pull up the camera, I'm going to lie again because that wasn't me. I just went out to get my charger. Like, I don't care if I was outside 20 minutes. I just went to get my charger. And that's the lie I'm going to stick to. She's like, don't lie to me. And I looked her right in her face and I lied to her. I said, no, I didn't leave the building to get nothing. I just went to grab my charger like I told you.
And the fact that another grown person looked you in your face and be like, don't lie to me.
Like, who the fuck?
Who the fuck are you? Like, you're not my mom. First off,
I've
lied to Janice straight to her fucking face. So if I'm a lot of my mama,
I'm not good in those kind of situations because my response is, or what?
Yeah, facts. Like, that part would have bothered me. Like, who are you talking to? I kind of would have checked out on HR. Like, who are you talking to?
Like, young lady,
that ain't.
This is America. I'm free to run around this motherfucking building as much as I can. And I don't have to be anywhere that you tell me to be. Like, fuck are you talking about? I was at your sister's house. I was over at my other girl desk cubicle talking. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
well, anyway, I used the monkey pee. I dropped just to, take my test, cross my fingers that the monkey piss would work and nothing would come back.
Niggas just got actual monkey pee.
It's a monkey on the front of the bottle. I'll bring you some. I'll screenshot the bottle.
Oh, because I'm slow. I'm thinking like they sell. That's the name of the brand.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, why the fuck does anybody have monkey pee at the fucking smoke shop? Like,
it's a monkey.
It's an underworld that I'm not aware of.
It's a monkey on the front of the bottle.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like it's a brand. It's a brand.
Okay. I'm like, monkey pee. What?
So I used the monkey pee. I passed the drug test, but sometimes some tests can pick up like the synthetic chemicals, and I was just praying that this
is an orangutan.
Yeah, I was just praying that it wasn't one of the
potassium is off the chain. All these fucking bananas.
So the test ain't same day. They ship it out to a lab. If I took the test, say like on Friday, I'm not gonna get the results back till Monday. So I'm sweating bullets until
the whole weekend.
Cause
how long were you in your system?
I mean, it depends on how much you smoking. Like, nigga, at the time, I'm smoking like every other day. I'm doing like, half ounce.
Coming out as
Let's say you smoked last month, then you drop pee the next month.
I should be straight. But like at this point, I'm smoking, a half ounce every 3 days. So I mean, I'm smoking a lot of fucking weed. So I knew I couldn't, I can't use my own pee, and ready clean only give you like a small window of time. And if you're smoking heavy, it don't work. So that's why I went the route of the monkey pee. Anyway, I'm sweating bullets because I know that if the drug test come back that has been compromised, I'm at bare ass minimum suspended from work for 30 days. So I'm sweating bullets till Monday.
I'll take the suspension though. Over a termination.
Now looking back at it, I should have just took the suspension because, I'm talking to my homegirl down in HR, the same one that was drilling me about don't lie to me. If I'd have got suspended, like say they had weed in my system, they'd have pulled me to the office, they'd suspended me for 30 days. First offense, I could have came back on 30 days. And she was like, if we suspend you for weed, it's like a protected class. So she was like, you can apply for unemployment. She was like, you still would have got paid for 30 days. And I could have just sat at home. Now it'd just been the shame of like, I'm not there for 30 days. So now everybody know like, oh, Dame got caught on the drug test. But I did so much wild shit at that job. Like getting caught on the drug test would have been, a raindrop in the ocean at that point. But,
I mean, it's the same thing.
That monkey pee worked. So
it's the same thing. Like you self-admit and say, hey, yo, I got a problem. Like, all right, go take this class.
Now I did that at Comcast because they was going to fire me. I got caught up in some bullshit. They walked me down to HR to fire me. I started crying and I told them niggas I was about to relapse. And she was like, oh my God, what have you been using? And I told her, I said, crack and heroin. It was Rachel down in HR.
You better not lie.
Look at me in my eyes, Damon.
I said, crack and heroin. She was like, oh my goodness, I can't fire you. We have to get you help. Comcast sent me to a whole 12-step program. I was able to keep my job. They walked me right back out to my desk. I was able to keep my job. And
you just had to do the program.
I just had to do the program. Nigga, my sponsor, this was like, my son was like 3 at the time. My sponsor
Your son that's in college now?
In college. My sponsor still calls me on Christmas. And I'd be like, one day at a time. Same shit they told us in the class, one day at a time. I've been sober for, 15 years now, John. Smoking heavy. But I had to do, like, in the moment, don't never put me in a situation where my back is against the wall and it's me versus you. Because in my personal life, I'm unpredictable as fuck. Hey, but if it come to my money or my kids, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to save them.
The first rule of life is self-preservation, bro. I mean, that's just natural. So you gonna do what you gotta do.
But I'm gonna take it to whatever limit. If this the line, I'm over there. Like I'm taking it to whatever limit I got to.
Habitual line stepper.
Habitual line stepper.
I am, and a habitual line crosser, and I am a professional liar. I tell women. I've told women before.
Not a professional liar because you're not a lawyer.
I'll just say this.
You
started off this episode saying somebody was lying on you, and it wasn't true. And now this nigga is telling everybody, "I'm a professional liar."
Look, I'm gonna
help your case.
I'm gonna do what needs to be. I'm gonna do what needs to be done. Because I remember a young lady I used to date was like, "Well, I got the receipts from." You know, the text messages, I don't give a fuck about them receipts. I will lie again and again and again. I don't care about them receipts. Take them receipts to hell.
People in their receipts, bro. That shit is funny.
Fuck your receipts. Fuck your mama. Fuck whoever you showed them group chat wolves you showed them receipts to. Fuck them hoes too. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So what? I lied. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because I'm gonna lie again.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you I'm not gonna do it no more. And guess what? I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
And man, I've been knowing you for a long time, so I've seen and been around some of the wildest things you could possibly do.
Remember when that girl had me locked in her house and wouldn't let me leave?
I do remember that.
I was calling y'all niggas for help.
I remember that.
Oh my God.
I remember that.
I'm gonna tell that story on this. I'm gonna tell the whole story on the pod one day.
I remember when you got caught in the closet. And my dad.
R. Kelly?
Oh,
no,
bro.
I was fucking on this little chick. Her mama
We was
came
in high
home,
school, bro.
Yeah, her mama
It was
came
It was
home.
one of y'all technicians. And my dad was down there already, I guess, when the girl
Mama called
their house.
And keep in mind, my mama had never met this woman, had never even knew about this girl I was fucking on. Ain't had no clue because I had a girlfriend.
Bro, my dad was so funny about the whole thing because I'm walking down the street. I'm on my way down to his house. So I'm walking. My
Y'all
dad
crossing paths, yeah.
coming back to the house.
Because his dad and my dad was cool.
He like, what you about to do? So I'm going to holler at Dad. I just got out basketball practice the weekend. I'm kicking my mans. He's like, oh, nah. And they got caught in the closet. You might go back in the house. I said, what? That's just how my dad said. My dad was raw, bro. My dad's something different. He's like, nah, man, they got caught in the closet. I was confused. I had this look. It was like,
it's a different phrase.
he had this girl house. The mama came home, Damon in the closet with his pants down around his ankles.
My pants were up, but my pants were up.
That's what my
That's
dad
when
said.
That was a lie.
That's when niggas start playing
That's
telephone.
the lie he was talking about. Yo, niggas is lying on my name.
So my
My
dad
pants
like,
was up.
My dad like, yeah, Damon ain't about to have no company right now. He about to get his ass chewed out. You might as well just come on back in the house. Call him later. Like, I was just like, wow. Then when I got down there,
I was the only nigga I knew that would be on punishment for months. I'd be on punishment for months at a time.
Oh man, that shit was
I
fun.
did a year.
A year on the block.
No, I did
Ooh.
a year. It was on punishment for a year.
Man, Damon's got me in a lot of trouble. Now that I think about
Oh yeah.
Wow.
it. A lot of trouble.
Yeah, you my co-defendant.
A lot of trouble. I got
Accomplice accessory.
The very
Accomplice
first day I got
accessory.
my car, I got it taken from me because of Dame.
Explain.
It wasn't all, but is this
okay, well, no.
episode turning into story time?
No.
with Dave?
It
It wasn't
ain't.
all my fault.
Okay, it was you and my boy Jerron.
Now, before we had the option to hang out with other girls at a hotel.
Hey, check this out, Jack.
At
Let
a
me ask you
hotel.
something real quick. Let me ask you something.
3 girls at a hotel. It's 3
How
niggas.
old?
We like 16, 17.
Yeah, we 16, 17. I'm gonna tell you the whole story.
17-year-old. This is an inside joke. Y'all have no idea what's going on. 17-year-old young men going to a hotel party and staying overnight.
No, we weren't gonna stay overnight.
No, we wasn't staying over.
Would you let your 17-year-old son go to a hotel party and stay overnight?
No, you gotta come home.
You gotta come home.
You gotta
bro.
come home.
You hear that?
You gotta come home.
Gotta come home. Nah, but it wasn't. Okay, so some friends of mine getting ready to leave. Her mom got her hotel. The 3 girls is there are my friends. One girl like Damon. The other girl like my boy Jerron. The 3rd girl is my homie, and we ain't like that at all. So I don't want to be there with her. My ex-girlfriend. At
No,
the time,
she was still your girlfriend.
No. We weren't together. She was with old dude already. She was with the other dude.
You didn't tell us that part of the
She's
story.
the other dude already.
All right.
So my ex-girlfriend, I just got my car that day. But when I seen her at school, I'm like, yo, I got my car today. You want me to pick you up, or is your boyfriend picking you up? She's like, no, he ain't coming to get me. I'll ride with you. I said, bet I'll come pick you up from work.
We back together.
Nah, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't.
It was
You just trying to pick her up from work.
I was just
Nah,
trying,
he
I was
tried to
trying
get back in
I was
there.
trying to get back in.
he was trying to get back in there.
Cause
Right.
like, why else would I come? from work?
So we leave the hotel to go.
Because we would leave a hotel.
They could have stayed. Honestly, truthfully, when you think about it,
Nigga,
I don't even
what?
know why they
Nigga,
just leave
what?
them there.
Cause they ain't gonna leave you by yourself.
I'm good, bro.
I'm saying, but you don't leave.
Yeah,
your
but
man.
the story ended up being fucked up.
Well, I
If
mean,
them
you,
niggas that
you-
stayed where they was at.
You had the
I've been
car.
okay.
You had the
Exactly.
car, and it was there's no Uber back then. So I mean, you went with your ride.
Okay, so they came with me, right? So I'll pull up.
So you was essentially hating
I was not
because
hating.
me and Jerron had to play on the flow.
I was not hating.
The play was on the flow
For y'all. Y'all could have stayed.
and
I
had
was coming
had
back.
no way home.
I was coming back regardless. I'm not gonna leave my boys down there, you know what I'm saying, stranded. Like, I ain't that type of dude. I was just trying to come back with a different female for me. That's it.
And your other homegirl, she was gonna be the only person there with nobody.
That's not my problem.
Ah.
That's not my problem. But so I get to the McDonald's right here, Greenfield, and 8 Mile, Oak Park, across from Northland.
Yeah.
Northland was popping at the time. I pull up, and I remember I went inside. She's like, "I'll be out in a minute." I come back outside. Mind you, my whole basketball team, because I play basketball, works at this McDonald's too. Our coach was doing our manager, so that's how I ended up getting the job. So I worked there too. So I remember, I went in, said what up to everybody. I went back to my car. These two fools out there with me. So I'm looking through my CDs, you know what I'm saying? I had a tempo. So I had the tempo where
sliding that whole book of CDs on.
Red tempo?
No, mine was
Doodle Brown.
Mine was great. It was great. It was great. Mine was great.
Nah, man, that tempo was
great, bro.
All right, whatever.
And then it had the thing where the seatbelt come across you and stuff.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
that. I had the tape and the Discman. You know what I'm saying? Put the tape in the tape player, plug it into the Discman. Old school shit. A lot of kids don't know nothing about that. Mari wouldn't know what that is. So I'm looking through my CD book. Her boyfriend pull up. I don't know how these niggas knew it was her boyfriend.
It looked like a boyfriend ass.
He had a probe. He had a probe.
Probes was fire, man.
Yeah.
He had a probe. And he had the one with
Remember Mondisha had that probe?
The probe was lights flipped up.
Yeah.
Like that was the coldest shit ever.
But he had the little sunroof where it like tilted up.
Yeah.
So Diamond and Jerron goofy asses is standing in the back, throwing quarters, nickels, and dimes, trying to slide them into this nigga's sunroof on his probe. Like throwing them. I didn't know this at first, right? I didn't know what the fuck.
We was throwing them out the tempo.
So the nigga,
I'm in the passenger seat, Jerron in the back seat.
So the nigga,
me and this nigga trying to see who gonna hit the shot.
So you was in the passenger side of your best friend ride.
But I wasn't trying to holler at no
So the nigga roll his window down like, Richard, because the nigga went to high school. He graduated years before me, so he knew me. So the nigga like, Richard.
Oh, he was creeping on a younger.
Yeah. Like, Richard, you thought you trying to fuck up my ride? I said, what? Like, nigga, shut up. The nigga gets out the car and walks over to my car with a crowbar in his hand.
He had a crowbar.
With a crowbar in his hand.
Let's keep all the pertinent
details.
details.
Yeah, he had a crowbar. So he starts swinging in my window. Like, my window down because I said something bad to him. He started swinging in the window. I'm laughing because he's swinging like a bitch. And he missing. So he go to open my door. I was like, what the fuck you do that for? Because I knew the seatbelt was going to take his arm and it wrapped around his arm. So his arm got stuck. So when he opened the door,
we all three jumped out.
I swung my feet out, kicked him 2 feet in the chest. So he's falling back, but his arm is stuck.
Yeah.
My nigga Jerron, out of a comic book, bro, comes sliding across my trunk trying to hit this nigga. But just as he go to punch, the nigga arm come loose and the nigga Jerron end up punching the crowbar.
Oh.
So he like, fuck, I hurt my hand. So now we all standing there trying to circle this nigga up, right? He like fending us back. Damon goofy ass go, hey man, just one of us take that first hit and the rest of us go get him.
Basically, one of y'all niggas take the first hit.
We could have stomped that nigga out.
So I think we both looked at this nigga like, all right, go ahead then, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go take the hit. You know what I'm saying? So then one of my teammates come outside like, yo, Rich, man, get out of here, man. Jill called the police, bro. You need to get the fuck out of here.
Man, Oak Park police came so motherfucking fast.
So, bro,
we wasn't even out the parking lot.
No. I thought we was good. So you know that little back road, the bridge to go across, heading back towards 8 Mile to get back to the Detroit side?
Yeah.
Okay, so we own that. So I'm like, man, if we get across this bridge, we good.
Y'all can't come on this side.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to get back across to the other side.
Them niggas.
As soon as we got on it, whoop, whoop, the lights come on. Motherfucker like, yo, y'all was just at that altercation at McDonald's.
What that mean, sir?
And I was like, I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, let me see your driver's license. So we all gave our licenses out. We 16, 17. I think Jerron might have been 17. We 16, 17. He like, oh man, y'all underage, man. Y'all good. I'm gonna let y'all go. My man, though, he going to jail. He had a weapon. And he not a minor. Because he like 21 now, right?
Oh, this nigga.
He was like, he was at least 20, bro. So he was booking him, right? So I'm laughing about that. Like, okay, whatever. Mind you, I'm going to be honest. The girl did go and get into the nigga car while we was trying to circle this nigga up. So she chose, right? It wasn't me. I took the L, whatever. But I had to go to work the next day. So I get home.
Nigga, this nigga's mama
Janice
is on the front
is standing on the front lawn. Now my mama don't cuss, She's standing on the front yard. Y'all motherfuckers out here rebel-rising and starting shit.
Rebel rousing. Oh, you know that's a mama term, nigga.
Give me the motherfucking keys. Now, mind you, I paid for this car. My money. I worked at McDonald's. I missed the last half end of basketball practicing season to work and get this car. So I felt like, Ma, you can't take that.
It's mine.
It's mine. I paid for this. My dad standing in the door. Give her them damn keys. And that was the end of it, bro. Keys out my hand. I go down to this man's house and cry at his mama's shoulder for like 15 minutes. Because the day I got my car is gone. Can't go back down
You know what? All this shit could have not happened if he'd have just rushed my man with the car. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't have got caught by the pole or done that shit. You know what I mean?
Man. So the next day I got to go to work. And the girl is there. I'm sick, pissed off. I don't even want to look at her.
Did I have my card in? I probably, if you had your car, I definitely had a car.
You had the Geo.
Yeah, I definitely had a car.
I don't know what happened.
I feel like I should have took you to work. I should have.
Maybe that would have been great. My dad took me. And my dad did woodwork in the garage. So after he dropped me off at work, he go out there, turn that jazz music up, got that buzzsaw, whatever the fuck he doing back there, building back there. He don't hear the phone. So I'm like, yo, I can't stay at work. And my manager, Troy, cool. He like, man, go ahead and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't want to be here with her. Right? I'm like, yeah, I need to go. And he ain't answer the phone, bro. I walked home.
It's a long ass walk.
Rosedale, Oak Park.
I walked from Oak Park to Rosedale, bro. Walked all the way home, man.
You ain't never had a friend like me, man. You ain't
nigga that won't come pick his man's up.
He ain't called me. I would have came.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
I didn't get in that much trouble. Oh man. Remember Jerome mama was trying to put him out the house. For that shit. My mama smoothed that shit over. She's able to get that nigga back in the crib.
Your mom is a testament to what greatness is.
She a saint, man.
Your mom, I wouldn't have made it through high school without your mom. Your mom, like, I was good with the pen in English. I could write good, but she would proofread my shit. And on late nights when it was late, and I'm last minute with the paper, you know what I'm saying? She'd type them for me. You know what I'm saying? And man, she saved. She really taught me a lot.
One of my kids' mothers always be like, nigga, you act like you was raised by wolves. I done met both of your parents and they good, decent people.
Man, your parents were, you know what I'm saying?
Happened, man?
You know what? I thought my parents lived like a safe life. You know what I'm saying? Like they grew up in nice middle class homes. They went to a black college and met each other. They raised 2 middle class kids. You know, they provided a good lifestyle for us. And I knew what safe looked like. I knew if I did all the things the right way, this is how my life would end up being. I'd probably have a nice house, 2 cars, a wife, and it'd be safe. But like, nigga, I wanted the adventure. I wanted to see like what the other shit looked like if I didn't play it safe.
This nigga was stupid.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Bottom line, this nigga's stupid.
And now, this nigga trying to give the same life that his parents gave him to his kids.
Yeah,
but crazy, ain't it?
But I mean, it took. But I had to see it for myself. Like I had to live the other shit because I knew what safe looked like. So I didn't want that same path. I wanted to swing for the fences and be like, yo, this could have happened.
I'm grateful for Dame, and I'm glad he wanted to be wild because I'm one of those niggas that's like, I'm gonna learn from other motherfuckers' mistakes. I learned a lot from his mistakes.
They say smart people learn from their mistakes. Why people learn from the mistakes of others.
You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from his mistakes. Like, I didn't go to Cass because my sister's a teacher there, right? It's my hope. Like, I passed the test, got accepted. No, because I don't want to deal with that. And then I had the privilege of going to a conference with him and sitting in front of my sister and listen to his mom talk back and forth with my sister. Like, nah, bro. Like, I can't have that. Like,
9th grade was the only year I was like on point. After that, it was all downhill. Once I discovered pussy, like it was all downhill. From there.
I think every boy fall off a little bit in school once they start, you know what I'm saying, doing the do.
I fell all the way off.
I
fell off the wagon.
I didn't fall all the way off. I found
12th grade. Yeah.
I was off the wagon. 10th grade.
I come home from school. I come home from track practice. I be like, "Hey, Dad, can I get the key?" I just ask him like, "I'm about to go to my girlfriend's house. Let me have the keys." And my dad was cool. Like, here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I wanted to, because I had a car, but my dad truck had got stole, and then he was driving my car while it was gone. I ended up finding this nigga truck instead of the police and shit. But then, like, even though I had a car, like, I didn't have a fucking car. It was wild.
Crazy times, man.
You said you had something about like let me ask this: did you any of y'all niggas take y'all at home COVID tests?
I just got mine in the mail, but I don't want to use. I just don't trust it.
I think that shit
I don't trust it.
Numbers going down, so they gonna give you everybody COVID test got a splash of COVID in that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, see the numbers going back up.
I just got my booster, so
you sniffed that shit. You put that shit up in your nose. You got COVID now, my nigga.
But I do have my test. My wife ordered the kits. We got them at the crib.
So this week, Biden, the Supreme Court said that shit he was doing with the mandating jobs to make you take tests and have the vaccine. At first, it was like one of the lower courts that kind of put like a little stay, a temporary hold on it. And then another, like I think it was like the 5th district and like a 9th district. And now the Supreme Court finally said, hey, yo, man, stop with this bullshit. So then they called that shit off, right? My question is, this week, 200 or so workers from DMC are filing a lawsuit. Blue Cross Blue Shield, I'm sorry. So Blue Cross Blue Shield fired Blue Cross workers who refused COVID-19 vaccine mandate may file a lawsuit. About 250 employees. Like, what you think? What are y'all feelings on people who lost their jobs because of like a mandate that the government said they was gonna fine their company if they didn't do it? Like, what do y'all think about that? Should I get my job back, or how that's supposed to work?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. No, you shouldn't get your job back because it was legal when they did it,
but it was ruled unconstitutional
after the fact.
It don't okay. That doesn't.
So now just after the fact.
Yeah. So you was
a job back.
Yeah. Like
niggas
what y'all did to me by the Supreme Court said that shit was unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And it's not like one of my homies was saying like, nah, man, that's like a job can make anything, and if you don't want to follow the company policy, then you can't sue. I'm like, yeah, I get that, but specifically this one, I got paperwork at my job. Though I was working virtual.
And was saying that it was government mandated.
Yeah,
so that's
like the reason that we're doing this specifically and the reason that you're getting terminated is because you won't comply because we have to comply.
Yeah.
Now, if this was your regular jobs policy and they said you wanted to be vaccine mandated, cool.
Yeah.
But that's not what this was.
Yeah, and that's not what this was. So I agree with you, Jack.
The country was like, yeah, we gonna make you put something in your body or you can't work here.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
I don't either.
But a lot of jobs have those type of restrictions. Now, not just talking about the COVID vaccine, but like I said, I worked in a pharmacy. You had to have a flu shot. Like it wasn't no way around. You don't take the flu shot, you don't work here.
Well, I remember one of my girlfriend at the time was a nurse. She wouldn't do the flu shot, so she had to wear a fucking mask. Now, this was before niggas was wearing masks, so she looked, I mean, they kind of like try to ostracize you, but like, yo, I didn't want to take the flu shot. So she had to wear a mask all day at work.
One of our homeboys, he's a nurse in Chicago, and I think that's one of the mandates. Like they had to get the flu shot.
So I mean, a lot of places mandate shit like that. I don't see that.
But the government did mandate it, and if you fired me because of a government mandate that was
like you only switched up. You only switched up because the government.
Now, if you had this in plan or
that's
had
different.
This in place before,
if that was the policy beforehand, that's
it
different.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you fired me.
Yeah.
Because of a government mandate that the Supreme Court said no, that's unconstitutional. I should get my. So who do I sue now? So do I sue the federal government for causing that to happen, or do I say give me my fucking job back?
Do you really want to go back to that job?
Niggas gotta eat. I go back just to piss you the fuck off.
So the only thing about that is like when I sue my job,
because the job is gonna get a fine for every. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just do it.
So when I sue my job, am I still asking for my job back after I sue them?
Yeah. Or if they don't give you your job back, I want my lost wages.
Now you might have a better chance of getting lost wages and getting your job back. So will we pay you 6 months?
I mean,
we pay you 6 weeks lost wages.
But these are the frontline workers that work at Blue Cross. And right now, there's a giant push for nurses that we giving y'all $20,000 and $30,000 sign-on bonuses, and we going to the Philippines and flying in nurses from overseas. Y'all niggas got a deficit. Yes, give them their fucking job back. They helped you through the whole first year through the whole pandemic. Yeah, man. They know what they doing.
Those people you got to do right. You can't do wrong by them. That's not right. That ain't right.
But how often do companies just like, we gonna do right by them?
Hey, bro, this is different times. This is a different situation.
I can't talk about what happens in the past. I know if I have an opportunity right now for me to make you legally do what's right, do what's right by me right now. Because we all make these silent agreements and we just let niggas off the hook. Like, oh man, they always do that shit, man. Let's keep going. No, at some point, niggas, I'd be like, nah, do right by me, dog. Because this not fair.
No, it's not fair at all. But I mean, the shit happens every day, B. And I don't think them niggas, you probably better off getting your 6 weeks since you've been unemployed, getting them lost wages back and just keep it pushing.
I think
it's if I'm suing, I'm not suing but for 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah,
like my
you know
nigga,
what I'm saying?
I wasn't on no performance
because
I'm 17 years in. Like I wasn't about to get fired.
Yeah.
No, you gotta give me X amount of dollars either till I find a new job or like if
you a nurse, so it should be fairly quickly for you to find another job. Nurses in high demand right now.
Well, then give my job back.
You can't come back here. You can't come back here because now you're a cancer to the workplace.
I get what he's saying with that.
I'm not no cancer to the workplace.
No. You bitter.
No, the company bitter. You sound bitter for them.
You a bitter ex-employee. They not gonna hire you back, my nigga.
The fact that you suing your company, that's the part. That's why I said the lawsuit shouldn't go to the company.
You work for the UAW.
It should go to the government.
UAW do this shit all the time, right? Your nigga get fired and you be like, no, I'm coming back. And then you just be there. This shit happen every fucking day in the city that we live in.
Real shit. My dad sued his job twice. Won both times. And
was he a bitter employee?
No, they didn't fire him, but they definitely would fuck with him. Like they push him to the farthest out campus and had him working in the library.
Yeah,
they would do bullshit like that.
Man, look, man.
Yeah, you get to keep your wage, you get to keep your tenure, but we gonna fuck with you any other way that we can.
You gonna do right by me, dog. Like that's it. You gotta do right by me. You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I was talking about earlier. Like when these corporations and they have unions, when they have these unions, they come to that meeting. That's what the conversation is about. Just doing right by the people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that conversation is supposed to be about.
I'm not interested in what you look like, who you are. I don't care if you look like me, all this shit. All I want to know is you gonna do right by me. Because at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters.
Facts.
So if I got to make a nigga make you do right by me, fuck it. That's what we're gonna have to do.
So,
but in all honesty, is that the type of work environment that you want to be in?
I don't want to work, period.
So
ain't
Jay,
no work environment gonna be great for me. I don't want to work for nobody.
So Jay, as an entrepreneur, would you, if you were mandated like that, say the situation fell on you for your business, would you hire your people back?
I probably wouldn't have fired them.
You wouldn't have fired them?
No, and I wouldn't pay them the fine either. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time y'all come after me to paying the fine, I figured the court process would probably be over. It's a couple like Michigan First. I don't work there no more, but when they got my old folks worked there, the CEO was like, "Yo, we not paying no fines, and y'all, we not doing that shit." A lot of motherfuckers did that shit. Like, no, we not doing that, my nigga. Are you gonna set the precedent where the government is about to go sue individual businesses or whatever? I'm gonna force your hand to do. All right, you want to play chicken? Fine, do it. Like I'm not participating.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I would have done. Like, all right, nigga, you can put as much paperwork on me as you want. Like,
but you don't want to. Do you want to play the paperwork game with the federal government? They'll find some other. Yeah, maybe they may not drag you down to court. They'll just find some other way to fuck with you.
I'm not about to be scared my whole fucking life for the federal government, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like a nigga can scare you into any. Like, if that's the case, well, yes, niggas break crimes, niggas sell weed, sell crack, rob banks, do all this wild, evil shit all the fucking time. Scam niggas that you praise niggas, it's a victimless crime.
Scamming is a victimless crime.
Cool. But
I
niggas
believe
is not.
that.
Well, niggas is not afraid of nothing else. But as soon as the big bad federal government, niggas like, yo, man, I don't want no problems, man. I don't want no problems. Fuck them. Like niggas don't give a fuck about nothing else. Nigga, it's the federal government that put your ass in prison. Fuck it. Niggas won't be outlaws. Niggas see what that side of the life look like. Like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I say that because in my heart of hearts, sometimes, I mean, I'm a bit of an anarchist. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to shake the table
You
and
want to
break
go against the grain
you know what I'm saying? And break
that
the
is
system.
you. That's you.
Good 60-40% of me is fuck it, burn this whole shit down. Other 40%, you know, I like a little bit of structure.
I mean, you need life. That's life, bro. You need a little bit of structure.
I like structure and rules so that I know what everybody else is doing. Right? Not necessarily so I can follow
to be for me, right?
So I can know. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well,
I know how far of this line I can cross.
Yeah. But so look, man, this is interesting. This is great how this shit works. Because what we just talked about, I'm gonna play this little clip and I want to have a conversation about it. I thought this shit was pretty eye-opening.
Yes, we are bored. We're all bored now. But has it ever occurred to you, Wally, that the process that creates this boredom that we see in the world now may very well be a self-perpetuating, unconscious form of brainwashing created by a world totalitarian government based on money, and that all of this is much more dangerous than one thinks, and it's not just a question of individual survival, Wally, but that somebody who's bored is asleep, and somebody who's asleep will not say no? See, I keep meeting these people. I mean, just a few days ago, I met this man whom I greatly admire. He's a Swedish physicist, Gustav Bjornstrand, and he told me that he no longer watches television, he doesn't read newspapers, and he doesn't read magazines. He's completely cut them out of his life because he really does feel that we're living in some kind of Orwellian nightmare now, and that everything that you hear now contributes to turning you into a robot.
41 years ago. And 41 years ago. And it's like, this is happening. Like, we are literally creating our own prison, and we the prisoner and the guard at the same time, and we'll fight.
So you're saying the metaverse is a man-made prison?
We designing it right now. We are literally designing a system.
Have you bought some real estate in the metaverse yet?
I will never. Well, I won't never say never. No, the answer is no.
Better get it right now or it's cheap.
But like, I think we are literally designing a system where every single thing that we do is going to be digitized and tracked by something. Like, we designing a prison for ourselves where we're going to be the guards, because I'll be listening in different spaces and different clubhouse rooms about all this NFT and metaverse, and niggas be in there having full blown arguments and going back and forth with each other. Like, we are literally designing this shit. We even give passes to the government on wild shit. Like, nah, man, they can make niggas put some shit in their body. They doing it for us. Like, what? Like, this shit seems wild to me. And
so essentially my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. So essentially, we're creating our own boundaries ourselves. The government not even, or I just put in air quotes, the government is not doing it for us. Like, it's just our fear, our paranoia, our wanting to be ahead of the curve is what's doing it for ourselves, essentially.
One of the themes of the movie was like we really in this sleep state, and we not even really living life. We just in a routine or in a pattern. And if you just stuck in a pattern, you're not actually living or experiencing that. I just know 7 o'clock, go in the kitchen and get some cereal and start eating. Like, you're not even eating when you're hungry. You eating based on the clock. You eating on the time. I know I got to drive here and do this. Oh, it's Thursday. I mean, I have to do this. Like, are you even
on the hamster wheel, baby?
Yeah. Are we even actually experiencing life?
So how do you break that though? Because the way that we live, our schedule is, or most of us, is like when you say that 7 o'clock thing. For me, I know I got to start work at 8. I'm out to bed most days 6:45. Take out the dog, make me some oatmeal or eat some cereal for breakfast. Smoke, kind of get myself together, you know, and then, you know, I'm in front of my computer about 7:45, starting to get logged on and get ready for my day. It's almost like I have it almost down to a science where I don't even have to really look at the clock. Like my internal clock is telling me like what time it is, and it's muscle memory at this point.
That's scary. Because we don't like our jobs. Like this is not even something that we want to do.
Like you programmed already just to do.
Like most people hate their fucking job.
Yeah, I don't like doing a job every day, but I do like getting paid every Thursday.
That whole thing reminded me of a little bit of the Matrix. The new movie, newer movie, Ready Player One. Mm-hmm. It was a good movie, but it was kind of like that. Like people just got off into this universe and like they stayed there, and that was like the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So much that it and it was controlled by a corporation. You know what I'm saying? That ran it. And they was just trying to take over it. It's weird, but
it's like we are inundated with this device that I got. I mean, this is literally a battery pack that's attached to my phone, so it don't lose power. You know what I'm saying? So this
because you need to be on. It needs to be on at all times.
So this shit has a bit of power over me because I don't want this motherfucker to go up so much that I got this battery pack connected to this bitch.
But look how lost people are. Like if you out somewhere and your phone just dies. Like you left the house. I forgot to charge my phone last night. I'm ripping and running. I'm at the grocery store. I'm on 8% and I need to use GPS to get to my next destination. And your phone dies. Niggas are in a literal sense of panic. Like I need to buy a charger right now.
You know, it's interesting, man. He's like, nigga, why do it take you so long to text, right? Or text back or respond to different shit. After I watched that shit on Netflix last year, dog, about, I can't think of the name of it, but basically how the social media companies,
the algorithm thing, they put
yeah. I turned all my fucking notifications off. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like they was beating me. Because they was like, you know, we need you to pick up your phone 42 times an hour. So I'm gonna send notifications when this and that. So
definitely, man, we all programmed.
Like I be trying. I'm like, nah, nigga. I'm gonna find out there's a message there when I want to go and find out if there's a message there.
I mean, bro, it's part of technology though. Like it got us all trapped. How many phone numbers you really know by heart?
Everybody before the technology boom. Like literally, only niggas.
I didn't realize I didn't know any numbers by heart. That I knew 3 numbers by heart when I got arrested and I went to jail. And it was like, you can call, the police officer was like, you can call somebody to come get you, but you can't use your cell phone. And I'm like, fuck. The only numbers that I knew was your number, my child's mother's number, and my dad's number. You was out of state. I damn sure didn't want to call my dad and tell him I was in jail. So I was only left to 1 number.
Like I'm with you. Like everything before. You know what I'm saying? I know.
And then one of my homegirls or one of my friends, she changed her number a couple years ago. I'm like, why are you changing your number? Like, I know your number by heart. Like, I've known it for 20 years. Like it's time for, like, what do you mean it's time for a new number? That's not, like, what?
Bro.
I was so frustrated
I've
with
had
another motherfucker for changing their number.
Same phone number since 1999.
I had the same phone number since 2000.
2000.
I remember I had somebody ask, like, if we get together, I'm going to need you to change your number. I'm like, bitch, that's a what you call it, a non-negotiable for me.
Why would I do that?
That's crazy.
Because she know that everybody got that number. But I'm like, but that's also the reason why I'm not going to change.
Her insecurities is way too deep, bro.
I be thinking about
let the best hoe win.
Why you think niggas so scared of police but ain't scared of nothing else? Niggas will literally pull up to your house and shoot that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? A one nigga will walk around to one house where there's a bunch of niggas and literally have a shootout in the streets. But if a nigga say, here come the police, niggas is breaking. Like, we have created a system where we think like they the fucking agents in the Matrix and shit. Like, nigga, you would kill anybody except him? I'm not saying I want you to kill the police at all, right? But like, I don't understand. Like, we've just made these roles. We gave these people this power over us.
I want to touch on that. I'm not advocating niggas kill the police, but
protect your life.
If the police understood that they're like, when you pull somebody over and the playing field was a little bit more even, I think you would have a different police interaction. So today I was at work, and where I work at my house is near a window. I saw my neighbor go outside and start his car up because, he leave out about work around the time I go to lunch. And typically on my lunch break, I take the dog out, let him do his business, come back in. So I see him, he see me, we nod, do all of that, and I come back in the house. So I sit back down at my desk, getting ready to log back in from lunch. And I hear the police like, whoop, whoop. And I was like, damn, that shit sound close as fuck. They right in front of my house. The police, the cruiser blocking my driveway. They got my neighbor, like they pulled my neighbor over. But I mean, he hasn't gone anywhere. Like the nigga literally just started his car up and he just, I saw him open up the door, sit down in the car. He hadn't even put his foot on the brake yet. Cause I can see the back light from where I'm sitting at. So they just swooped up on him. And I'm just like, so now I'm watching out the window because like I done seen the nigga in the last 5 minutes. He ain't committed no crime in the last 5 minutes. So like, why is they fucking with him?
Yeah.
They ran told him to put out. Now I also saw him he got a baby. Like the baby can't be more than 6 months. I saw him come outside with the baby in the car seat. So he got the baby in the back too. I saw the officer make him pull down all the windows because he got a slight tint. You can still see through it, but it's a tint. So they make him roll down all the windows. They run his, license, registration, proof of insurance. And I'm just like, why is they fucking with him? And the nigga just like he outside with his baby. Clearly he gonna take the baby somewhere or go on about to do his business. But I don't know a lot of niggas committing crimes with a newborn he park on the streets, like fresh on the streets with a newborn. Like, what the fuck did the nigga do? And I just feel like shit like that, that's the police fucking with you. That man ain't did nothing.
Unless he got warrants and they came to get him.
But they didn't arrest him. Like I kept my windows open for the whole interaction. I was being a nosy neighbor that time. Because
you've been a protective neighbor.
You've been a
you see the police out there with my man. Now, if I'm if I'm at work, when I was physically at the office, I see a police interaction because they put everybody up right there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Put my phone there and I hit the record button. Even if I can't watch, it's like we don't never know what's going on.
And that's sad. Like the police are supposed to be there to protect, but we view them and we are
as the authority,
and we are recording for the protection. Like you were watching for the protection of your neighbor. You won't worry about the cop.
No, but I'm just like, if the police knew that when they fuck with me, that I could subsequently fuck with you, not by filing a report or by some shit with that. Like, nigga, we both got guns. Now what? Why are you fucking with me?
If every time there was a racist cop who killed a kid, if something happened to that cop, it would be less people killing innocent black people.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Because if you understood that your address is going to hit the internet and something happens, regardless of if something happened, you'd be a little bit less likely. That'd be my frustration with the federal government, because the federal government only job is to protect those rights, those constitutional rights or whatever. They're not supposed to be finding out, asking questions about your marital status and who you having sex with and if you having all this extra shit. No, you just supposed to protect these fucking rights. Now, when the actual federal government is the one infringing upon those rights, I have a huge problem with that.
So did you see that issue with the U.S. Marshals this week? Okay, so I was watching the news. I was up late last night watching Vice News. There was a gentleman, he was coming out of court, or he had been to court for a domestic dispute. His ex-wife was alleging that, he was coming over to the house, fucking with her, vandalizing the house or whatnot. He's saying that, no, Your Honor, I'm not. Like, she filed a false report. That's not what I'm doing. My man has three cell phones. He has his own business. He got a cell phone just to communicate with his children that he has with this woman. And then he got his own, personal phone. So as he is leaving the court, he hands the business phone and the kid's phone to his lawyer. When they get outside, federal marshals are there and they stop him. They serve him with a warrant. The warrant says they had a right to search whatever's on his person and also search his car. So the federal officer is going through, do you have any weapons on you? He's like, no, I don't have any weapons on me, but I do have my pistol in the car. He was like, is it registered to, just going through all the preliminary information. Like, yeah. Now, the federal marshal said you should have 3 cell phones. Well, he was like, I do have 3 cell phones, but I handed them to my lawyer. They were trying to make the lawyer give up the other 2 cell phones, but his lawyer was reading off
on his person.
Yeah, the lawyer was reading off on it like, look, I could understand if they said for all his personal property, that's one thing. This warrant clearly states whatever is on his person. Essentially, his wife was trying to manipulate the situation and get all 3 cell phones, because come to find out, when they went back to court, the other 2 cell phones corroborate the fact
location.
Yeah, and that he had been to the house, but they had consensual sex, and they had text messages from her that let them know that the sex was consensual, that he wasn't up over there beating on her or vandalizing. Like, she invited him in to, she want to fuck her baby daddy. So she inviting the nigga in.
What's so crazy is that was probably the plan. Let me invite you in there. You're going to come with your cell phone. Your cell phone is a breadcrumb everywhere that you went.
It's going to show that you've been in the house.
Should have been like, well, we can check the records, and he was over here at this time while y'all was fucking, and everything is all good. You setting this nigga up.
Yeah.
Dirty fucking game. But the
that's
government is supposed to be protecting your rights, not trying to impede on it.
And the lawyer would not. He was the federal marshal was like, well, I'm gonna have to arrest you too. And the lawyer was like, oh, okay, then I mean,
ching, ching.
we all arrested. Well, he said, but you can't have them cell phones. He's like, that's illegal. You taking them cell phones. So I mean, the government will fuck with you also. They're not always out here protected.
But we be arguing about these. Where the fuss be at about that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, niggas do what they do. Let's go ahead and move on with our lives.
No, we got to stop that.
At some point, right?
We got to stop that.
Like at some point, it was
It
like,
has to be accountability.
It got to be a hard stop.
It got to be some accountability to go with that.
And it can't be just like the one nigga that's out there.
Facts.
Because the one nigga,
it's got to be a movement of people.
Because so for an example, let's just say me, I'm a hard no. Right, on whatever your overreach is or whatever, and I'm ready for it to be a hard no until it can't be you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But afterwards on the news, it's gonna look like one crazy nigga though, and they can say whatever the fuck they want about it because don't nobody care, and you would go with the official story from the news, but like it got to be a collective effort. Like, no, you can't do this. Like we are creating our own prison.
Yeah.
And like happy to, and then we'll fight you because you're the prisoner and the guard. No, nigga, you bring your ass in the metaverse, so your family gonna be fucked up in the future. Oh, damn, my nigga.
That's why you got to buy you some real estate in the metaverse, so you got something to pass down to your kids.
Like, damn,
buy you a digital plot next to Snoop Dogg house.
Shit, I ain't seen this many niggas. Nigga, go connect with Pharaoh. Go to grow some fruit. Y'all niggas talking about a metaverse, nigga. About this actual world where fruit grows from the dirt and he feed
fruit gonna be insufficient in 20 years.
Like, god damn, and that's crazy.
Niggas gonna eat gas.
That's bad. That's a horrible thing.
Man, this
you plug your brain into your computer. You plug your brain into your cell phone at night. And you feel full when you wake up.
They already got this shit. It comes like in a carton. It's like a beige and like a beige in color. The texture kind of looks like some thick ass, look like you get a chocolate,
like a protein shake.
Yeah. And it has all the nutrients that you would need to survive. So you drink this.
So now they're trying to eliminate food?
Like literally, you drink this and you don't need to actually eat or drink. Like this has, like my nigga.
This is good enough. Fuck that.
You are plugged into the matrix.
Fuck that.
Man, we detailing it. And long as our matrix looks good, we don't care.
Fuck that. All right, so I got something a little bit lighter because I don't, them conspiracy theories.
Yeah, Jay, you made my head hurt today with that shit.
Nigga.
My dinner with Andre. Please watch that shit, though.
No, I've seen it, and I seen the clip you posted earlier. It was it's deep. It's deep.
So y'all are in various stages of relationships. I know you married, Jason is currently accepting interviews, and I am celibate. So you invite a young lady out to a spot. You buy a bottle. It's a group of 5 niggas, or just a group of 5 people. So we getting like 3 drinks a piece from this bottle. enough to catch you a little buzz. Now you feeling nice.
It's his bottle for 5 niggas to get 3 drinks.
I'm just giving.
It's a big ass bottle. That's one of them XL bottles.
Huge bottle.
I'm just giving a scenario.
Okay.
I'm just giving because I'm thinking like, no, we probably getting 5 drinks tops. Everybody get one good one, and it might be some little leftover, little taste from that bitch. So old girl you invite out, she got a little buzz, but she want to keep the party going. And I already bought 1 bottle. So she go to the bar and spends her own money and buys a drink. Are you wrong if you don't pay for that drink?
She was part of our group.
You invited her out. She part of the group. You already bought the first bottle.
Right.
Let's just say she got 2 drinks out of the first bottle. She want to keep the party going. Do you buy her another drink, or is she wrong? Is she wrong for paying for her own drink, or should you come out of pocket and buy it?
So
this is a question I saw on social media.
Yeah.
Just to put it out there. Not
Well,
me, because I don't buy drinks.
if she went to buy a drink and like the tab comes or whatever, I'm probably gonna take it. Like, so if she just goes to the bar and buys a drink and she already paid for it, like, I'm not about to.
You're not gonna cash app her the 15 for the drink?
I mean, I guess, but like, it just seemed like you doing too much.
Hey, man, I'm so far away from any of this.
Cause like, if it's only 15, like, now it seems like I'm trying to go out my way to him. Like,
Yeah, like
just put, like, you want a drink, like, go get another drink. I can put it on the, I mean, it's $15 or whatever the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you went and bought it and cashed out already, like, I'm not about to make it a deal.
yeah,
Make it a thing.
like I ain't about to try to like break my neck to reimburse you on it. Like you went off and did that on your own.
But it just goes on with the common theme that, like, I see a lot of shit going on social media, and just let me just put this out there. If you said something to me on Twitter this week, I can't respond because I've been suspended, and my suspension is not lifted until Sunday. But I'll be back in full effect on my best behavior come Sunday. But I just I've been just looking at a lot of shit on social media, and women, even men, have a lot of strong opinions on the roles people should play. Like if I invite her out, it's a date and I should pay for everything. She shouldn't have to come out of pocket for shit. For me, I think that's just like a little petty thing. Like clearly if I bought a bottle, we probably got a tab going in the section.
Fact.
Just put it on the fucking tab. I mean, a bottle in the club, this same $60 bottle of Clico that I could have got from the liquor store is $300 in the club. Like another 15, if I spend $300, 15 ain't really gonna fuck up my night.
I guess I just, me in my current state, I just don't put expectations on people. You know what I mean? Like, so if we out and, I got a bottle or some shit like that, and you go to the bar and purchase yourself a drink, maybe that's what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to make it a thing because, like, you think I can't pay for my own? Like, who knows where that shit gonna go? I just don't like all the expectations that we have on each other. And most times, like, these be fairly new relationships. You don't even know these people in real life. Facts. And you have all these expectations and expectations for these people. And it's like, I don't even know you.
I'm just getting to know you.
I don't even, like, your opinion about me, if like we really being honest, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm perfectly fine never talking to you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I mean, you care, right? But like, if I don't know
I don't have enough time invested for my feelings to be hurt. I may like you because you look good. We done had a couple good conversations. The vibe seemed cool. But on the real spill of things, like, I done known you for maybe a week and a half, 2. I
don't know you.
You're a stranger to me.
I'll just say,
facts.
I've had situations where I've spent I spent money and had good times and things were great. And I had times where I spent nothing and still had those great times and things went great. I don't even think that for me, Jason, that shit don't matter to me, right?
And I feel you. I don't think the money correlates. And I even take it a step further. I done spent money on dates, upwards to 200, maybe even more. And then it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
We stopped talking. I don't go back to her like, hey, I'm going to send you an invoice on Friday because since this didn't work out, that shrimp scampi that you ate and them 2 drinks you had, I'm going to need you to reimburse. Like, the shit just don't work.
Why is it a thing that if this don't even got nothing to do with the dating or whatever, but why is it a thing that when you hang out or you go out somewhere, you got to drink alcohol? Like, why is that automatically tied to having a good time?
I don't know, because I haven't really been a heavy drinker in like probably about 2 years now. I really, for the most part, gave up drinking.
Damon tell you, I've never been a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
So for the most part, I've given up drinking. Would I have one? I still have one every now and again, but it's few and far.
Like, I like
between.
having a drink, right?
But if I go out to dinner and I don't have one at all, I'm still straight.
I'm not actively trying to get drunk every time I have a drink.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's just a given. If you go to a club, the club comes with alcohol. Like, that's the thing. Like, are we having fun at these places? Like, all through college and shit, right? And all through niggas' college years, through they 21 and their club years. Was we really having fun or was we just drunk?
Just drunk most of the time.
Because
I'm thinking about in my adult, hey bro life, like, you just drunk.
Now, is it fun being drunk? While you were drunk, yes.
To an extent.
To an extent,
but like.
But when you praying to porcelain Jesus in the morning, it ain't fun no more.
Now this don't mean. I mean, I just spent I have a bartesian in my crib, so I'll make myself a drink. But like, I don't drink as much as I thought I was going to do when I bought this
you
shit.
don't have one every day just because it's there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. But like, why is that the qualifier whether my date was good or not, whether I bought a bottle? You know what I'm saying? Like, or my fun.
Because you don't want the group chat wolves to be calling you no broke ass nigga. That broke ass nigga ain't even buying you nothing to drink, girl.
I don't know. I'm past that part of my life where I got
you married.
Even if I wouldn't, bro.
Your wife find out you buying drinks.
Even with
off with your head.
Even if I wasn't,
off with your head.
Even if I wasn't, bro, I'm past that part of my life where I feel like I gotta buy
Prove
I gotta prove what am I proving?
Not even on a relationship. So I hear niggas be like, yo, nigga, if y'all going out, y'all niggas ain't buying bottles. Like, niggas be like, I'll get my bottle.
Yeah, your homeboy's been like that before.
Nigga, this shit is $60 at Target. $45 at the spot up the street. And we stunting because like, my nigga, I paid $350 for this. Like,
come on, man, you're a fool.
I've been there.
Nigga.
I was a fool too.
But you know, like when we was talking about that Rick Ross quote, like niggas are standing around trying to impress other niggas. Like, look at the spectacle. The sparklers are headed to my section. The bottle bitches is headed to my section. Look at me. I'm the king for the next 30 seconds.
Man, I'm from Detroit, bro. All I know is that shit look like the next thing is gonna get robbed and get caught slipping outside. Like I said, like that whole, what was we talking about in the group chat? That cam they got at the Little Caesars,
Yeah,
the ice can.
Come on, bro. That is some of the dumbest.
Come on, man. You want to be on the ice can?
Not ever, bro.
Blinging?
Not ever. Like the
you
one
a broke nigga.
The one dude,
you a broke nigga. You ain't got no buffs.
That's fine.
That's
where your kid at?
It's a double-edged sword.
Tucked this chain.
I enjoy the fact. Hold on.
Uh-oh, Jason got COVID.
I enjoy the fact that the Pistons marketing manager, whatever the fuck they do,
they finding a way to connect with people.
Are connected in with the heart of the city. That's like the young black. It connecting with Detroit.
They clicking with Detroit.
The 25 to 35, 25 to 40, whatever what age brand. Like I appreciate that, right? Because we coming up, nigga. It was gold chains. It wasn't ice, but it was gold chains and Cardi's. You know what I'm saying?
It's representing Detroit, so you like that. Like that's Detroit.
Yeah,
I do understand
I enjoy that part.
But
you know,
at the same time,
but you can be normal. Like if you ain't on ice can, like don't do no wild shit.
I'm not going to a Pistons game unless I'm buffed up. I got on the mink and my ice is shining
like that
because I want to be on the ice cam.
Yeah, I'm straight.
And I'm okay. Do you know the Pistons got a bar on the first floor, like right behind the basket? I think that's cold too.
Yeah, I mean, I like what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And
hold on, what we call it last week, the Detroit Palace.
Yeah, I would love to, have it to be named the Detroit Palace.
That would be dope.
You know what I'm saying? But the Palace of Detroit, Michigan. You know, I was the Palace of Auburn Hills, Palace of Detroit Palace. You know, however.
I would love to hear Mason say, "Welcome to the Palace of Detroit." That shit would be hard.
That would be gangster.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. Like these are these silent agreements that we just agreed to. Like we just agreed that it's okay for like me to pay $400 to sit on this IKEA couch
that doesn't come with a bottle. It just come. This is just a section for you and your people to sit down at.
Like if you've been in the club scene, you've been clubbing with these same niggas for 30 years. 20 years.
Nigga, as much as I love these niggas, Bird and Bravo been throwing parties since we was in 11th grade.
Hey, bro, I went to school with them dudes, man. They great guys. I'm glad to see they dream come alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I literally, we've been partying with them 25 years.
Facts. They've been throwing parties for forever.
Like, it's a new batch of young girls in there, but
they're good at what they do.
I remember when you could go to the club and sit for free. That's how long I've been doing this shit. I remember when sections weren't a thing. I remember the first time I paid for a section, it was $150, and I thought the world was coming to an end. I got to pay $150 for me to sit down. That's what you're telling me.
And we really not gonna sit down because we gonna be standing up,
moving around.
So you be seen.
It's not like the waitress is coming over to you to get drink orders. You still got to go to the bar. You just paying for this to be our section to drink at. If I want to sit down, you paid $150.
Now, granted, you know, sometimes you want to go out and have a good time. You know, it is what it is. But like, I don't know. We just keep making these silent agreements, and now we trapped into a system where don't nobody like this system, but everybody gonna continue to keep doing this system.
You know the funniest silent agreement to me, and I've been guilty of it. When you go into the strip club and sitting by the stage. Like, if you're not throwing no money, get your ass up from close to the stage because you finna get called the fuck out. You got about a song and a half not to throw nothing before. All them broke ass niggas right there sitting next to the stage. Get the fuck up.
You know my favorite line. Hey, you want to dance? I just saw you dance. Because I literally just saw you dance naked. Like, you don't have clothes on. You were 4 feet away from me. Or you asked me if you want to put this coochie on me that's been on everybody. I'm a pass. What do I get for $50 though?
For $50, it sounds like you paid $10 too much, Jason.
I mean, other than that, you know
what you're getting for $50? Chlamydia.
Now you know what I think
Gonorrhea.
This is probably because like me and Mike used to be at the Brass Key, probably like 06, 07.
Brass Key.
We was literally there every single day, right? Not like all day though. Like during in the daytime while it was still light outside, like that was just a chill spot. We were just in there because we was cool in that West Warren area. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a normal hangout, chill out spot. So like once you in a strip club for like a year and a half for like every day, it's like
it loses its zeal.
Dated a couple strippers and shit, and it was like, you know,
that
shit is like, you know, I gotta get up and go to work at 8 o'clock. You calling me at 4 a.m. It's like, yo, I don't think this gonna work out. Like,
the Bear Facts was my spot down in Southwest. They let me perform on stage at 16, and I just made that bitch my home. Like I could literally leave school and go to the Bear Facts.
The Rolex still open?
I don't think so.
Wow.
It's like East 7 Miles.
Yeah, that's
shit.
Wow. We naming some old spots.
Hey,
old spots.
Rolex was Rolex.
I see Main Attraction down.
It was a place. It was a place around the corner from my apartment called
Atlantis.
Yeah.
They used to get butt the fuck naked in Atlantis.
Yeah, they got butt naked. There was no alcohol, and they stayed open till like 4 a.m.
There used to be that one close, not too far from here, near 8 Mile and Grand River.
Remember they tried to...
8 Mile and Greenfield that they used to get Playhouse, I think it was.
Remember they franchised the strip clubs?
Starving Marvin's.
Starving Marvin.
Niggas had
There's a bunch of them bitches.
Like, yo, that's wild.
Starving Marvin's East, Starving Marvin's West. Like, it was a bunch of them bitches.
Niggas had
Starving Marvin.
They was colorful as fuck. They was like Chuck E. Cheese for titty bars.
That shit, they had a run. Year and a half, 2 years. Then too many niggas kept getting murdered, so murder would stop everything.
There was one more. It had a boat on the outside. It was on the east side.
Oh, you know, I don't frequent the east too much.
fuck, man. There was a boat on the outside of the building. I want to call
Boats
it
and hoes.
I want to call it was like showboats or something like that. But I know I'm lying. But that was it was like a Starving Marvin's for a second before them bitches died. Man, the strip clubs was good. I think every young nigga need a good strip club
It's been
run.
so long.
You learn so much. You learn a lot of shit just by watching shit in the strip
Proper
club.
strip club
I'll say
etiquette.
this. You can learn shit by watching anything. I don't necessarily know that everybody needs a strip club moment.
You do. You need.
You don't.
You
In real
need.
life.
You need that run.
If you didn't have a strip club run, your life would be fine.
You need it though.
Your life would be fine.
You need the stories.
Your
you need
son-
the memories.
If your son never had a run into the strip clubs, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I would. I don't want my son to have a strip club run. I don't.
I mean,
not my baby.
I'm just saying we got to treat everybody like they are kids, man, because they are. They are somebody's kids.
Just because she calls me daddy doesn't mean she's my kid.
How y'all feel about that type of shit?
I don't like a woman calling me daddy.
Ain't that kind of weird?
Never had it.
You know the other one I don't like when they put the Z on it, Zaddy. I don't like that shit.
At least switch it from that. Like, why would if we having sex, don't think about your father. I know you like. I don't like it.
That's so weird.
It's like when we coming up. You know what I'm saying? It was like.
Yeah, when I was 16, 17.
Yeah, but when you think about it, like
I'm a father for real. I can call daddy so much every day. I don't like when I don't hear that shit. I'm cool.
Like when I grew up in a house, my mama called my dad daddy, and my dad called my mom mama. Like that's how they was like, hey, ask your mama. That like I heard that coming up. So I don't have. It's not a sexual kind of. I don't. When I hear that, I don't feel like it's not a sexual connotation.
Nothing sexy about it.
That's like
he never called her by her first name.
Like later in life, I remember that.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. But like I personally think it was like when we were kids. This is mommy, this is daddy. So they just refer to themselves as mommy and daddy. So it is.
So don't ever think you can't call me something.
But then it like it just like once it just stuck.
How old was you when you called your pops by his first name?
I've never called my pops by his first name. Like
even to this day.
Why would I call him?
I don't know. I used to do that shit with my dad as a joke. They're like, Ray, chill out, bro.
No.
Well, Damon, let me tell you about that.
Yeah, never called my father by his first name. That's just a level of respect. Yo, I meant to mention this last week, man. I sent it to you, man. You got a chance to check out Avenue of Fashion? Ant Genius.
Yeah, Ant Genius project. It's smooth, man. I like it.
Yeah, man. I forgot to reach out to you, Ant. So if you're listening, I really fuck with this shit.
Yo, and I like the interludes that you got on the project with Comic J Will. That brings a whole different element to it. It's a smooth joint. And you got some names in here that we fuck with too. Yeah, you had Dave Hill on the project.
Yeah.
But Ant just put together a solid project with good music and some smooth ass beats.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got a double. Are we about at that time?
Yeah, we about an hour and 40 in, yeah.
Okay, so I do have 2 music picks of the week. I'm going to give Ant the nod for music pick of the week for Avenue of Fashion. Because that's the young dog. He put a lot. I can't think of a song in particular that I want to put on there, but I just want people to support his project. He a young dog. He got some good music. It's smooth, good ride music, and we fuck with him. And I don't put nobody on my music pick of the week that I don't fuck with. So, Jay, if you could just play any selection for the choir off Avenue of Fashion, please.
All right, let's just see. play the whole song. Y'all got to go listen to it.
Go listen, buy it, and support the young homie.
Yeah.
And I do have another music pick of the week by an MC that we believe in. We getting behind this project. Kid and Alicia's son, my dog D-Rick, threw out his first single from the upcoming album.
Outside,
nigga. We outside with it. Shout out to CEO Ken, D-Rick, La Familia, TSG, doing some amazing things, man. But we outside with it.
These suckers winning, I do. Baby got her own bag, lady, that's my Badu. Let them suckers perk, we gon' work. Fuck you talking about? On them roads, in and out goes. We was talking routes. God did it, why you mad, nigga? This our favorite word. I don't want you around me if you got some dirty paperwork. New fits, old kids, and don't nobody know you. I ain't gotta wear shit. Face card, let me show you outside. The niggas know who outside. Run it to them outside. Let me catch them outside. I'm outside anytime we outside. Tell them come outside, nigga, we outside. Make them drop chins, we been locked in, we was boxed in. Stripes like a top 10, can't swap sin. Any Neiman's every season, men's, I'm gonna drop 10. Dealers tell me
outside, D-Rick project, Kid and Alicia's son.
Got some exciting things coming up with that project. We had the opportunity to sit down and kick it with D-Rick and Ken last week just to do some content for the upcoming project. I'm really excited about it. I believe in D-Rick. I believe in that music, man. So I can't wait for the full album rollout.
Besides that, man, I think that's everything, man.
You got a whose man's is this?
No, I didn't even think about that shit until like right now, actually.
Okay. Well, it's our show. We do what the fuck we want. Listen, I'm asking a few things. If you do your own, I want you all to send in voice memos of you doing your intros. It can be your own intro. Somebody sent me a voice note of them doing our intro, which I thought was really dope.
I thought you was asking.
What?
I thought you was asking them to do.
Yeah, that's what I am asking them to do.
I wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I feel like there's a lot of our listeners out here that may not, for whatever logistical reasons, may not never get the opportunity to get up here and get on a mic with us. If you're a faithful listener and you listening and you got your own intro, send that bitch in. I want to hear it.
What I'm saying is, when you throw that shit in the Royal Rumble, I thought you was telling them to send voices of them saying our intro. It didn't even click into me that they got their own shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if you, I feel what you're saying now. But look, if you got an intro, send it in. I want to hear it. And we running up on episode 300. Somebody sent me a DM about their favorite moment. They want me to replay the story time with Dame where I mace that girl and them kids.
Nigga, how about this? Nigga, Pete just texted me this shit when we start at 7:45. Story time with Dame. Literally,
Look,
right now.
Shout out to Pete. I ran into him at the barbershop last week and we chopped it up. Good folks. I told Pete, like, he is unofficially like the third member of Shop Talk because he's he's the intro music. He's been on over 250 episodes. So I mean, Pete is just as much as part of the Pete, Jenny, they just as much as part of the show as anybody else.
That's a fact. I mean, I got an idea for I know it's been a long time. I'm surprised I ain't bring him back on there, but I got an idea for a show so Pete can come on because I talk about the nigga on here all the time. That's my brother from 6th grade or something.
Pete just a good dude, man. Just a good dude. It was genuinely good to see him in the barbershop. I haven't seen him in a minute. And he had on the coldest.